check. I said, check one, check two, check one, check two, check one, check two. We're rolling. We're rolling like thunder. Rolling like thunder. Kick it! Yeah. Yeah, how you want? Yeah, baby. Lady. Not bad. You're walking around in the subway. This is Union Square. There it is. Union Square Station on 14th Street, New York City. Great performer. He does something very interesting. He hangs the microphone from the ceiling. I never saw that done before. Get up and scream! Playing a standard Stratocaster Defender. You don't have to look too far in New York City to find people like this doing it. Sing it, Foxy Lady. Yeah, nice. Very good, very good. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Unfortunately, we don't even have a name for him. It's got 117,000 views, 2 months. Not bad, man. Good job, good job. Welcome, everybody. Mark Conti reporting. How are you? How's everybody doing? Vinny DiMartini, whatever. Sedento is here. Zoot Suit Cooter Champs and the rest of the family. Sean Can is here. Yeah, man. So there's a breaking story. I don't know. Joe Biden and his son Hunter Biden and the Hunter Biden family, in connection with former President Barack Obama, are all somehow implicated in a bribery scheme with Ukraine and Russia and Chinese oligarchs, the very things that they accused Donald J. Trump of. It turns out that a lot of them seem to have been involved in. And there's a breaking story right now. The Oversight Committee, House Oversight Committee, is investigating a particular bribe that Joe Biden allegedly offered somebody, a $5 million bribe on a foreign trip. And they have the FBI says they do, have a very good informant, a human source, who they're not going to give the name up because they say, if we tell you who it is, that person's going to get killed. Really? Now, think about that for 1 second, right? The FBI has an informant that allegedly, we're going to unpack the story to see if there's any real truth to it, if it's valid, or is it just the FBI playing games again? But there is an FBI investigation. They have an informant that says, unequivocally, a very, very solid informant that says Biden and his family took $5 million to deliver a favor to a foreign entity, right? And if we were to reveal the name of that informant, somebody would probably kill him. Now, who is that somebody? Who is the FBI afraid of that would kill an informant that indicts the sitting United States president? Who do you think would order to kill the guy? Probably Biden. Biden's circle, Clinton, another bag in the body, another body in the bag. Right? It's a spooky, slippery, sneaky story, but we'll look into it. Is there a FBI informant that is credible, that can unequivocally indict Joe Biden on bribery to the tune of $5 million? Well, if they're not going to unmask and or reveal the identity of the witness, it's very hard to get a conviction. You have to put that person has to be willing to come out in front of the cameras in Congress, sit down in front of the cameras and say what he knows to convince the American people that it's true. Unless you do that, more than half of the country is not going to believe it. They're going to be, no way, man, it's just fucking bullshit. So, fascinating story right at the top. Do our politicians take bribes? Yeah, they do. And then what they do is they redefine the meaning of bribery. Oh, that's not bribery. No, we took the money because that was money for a campaign contribution that was then trickled down to other candidates, down ballot. They make up all kinds of bullshit what the money was for. But it turns out that people like Nancy Pelosi they go to, and others, not just Nancy, but many, many politicians, go to Washington on a quest to solve all the problems of the country for the people. And then they solve all the problems for themselves by taking the money. It's essentially how it works. And it is bribery. It's in a classic sense, it is bribery. Quinn Smith brings up Faster Pussycat, Kill Kill. I'll try to. We can't play music anymore. I'm sorry. On the site, we can't play copywritten material, even though we just played Jimi Hendrix. It was performed by somebody else, and it won't be an exact replica. But YouTube has a policy: if you play somebody else's music, they will scratch your channel and demonetize that video, and maybe even block it. You're not allowed to do that. In the old days, artists loved when you played their music. Oh, look, they're playing my music. I DJ spin your song, and they're like, "Oh yeah, motherfucker's playing my music." Not anymore. Now it's like, don't play my music unless you pay me first. That's the new ethos, and the artists are going along with it. They all go along with it. Find me one that doesn't go along with it. Play Bruce Springsteen's song. The channel gets anything that whole video that you made, as long as it has a Bruce Springsteen song in it, all the monetary whatevers go in his direction. It's fucked up. So you're stuck with me singing and my piano playing. So welcome everybody. Let's start to unpack this stuff. I have a website. Do I? Yeah, I do have a website. That's my thumbnail today. There's Joe Biden smiling. Who's going to kill the FBI agent? The FBI informant. Who? The FBI says somebody might kill our informant. Who might kill the informant that's informing the FBI about Joe Biden and a $5 million scheme? Of course, Joe Biden is not going to go down there, and or Hunter Biden is not going to go down and get the informant and choke him himself. Of course not. It'll be a paid hit. A paid hit. Can a president order that hit? Of course he can. Because it has nothing to do with bribery. It has to do with he's a spy. We have to kill him before he speaks. Right. Or give Seth Rich. Seth Rich. Seth Rich. Say it 3 times. Seth Rich. Seth Rich. Seth Rich. Sutsu Kuda says, play Barney Rubble in the Constable. Oh, man, that would be... Yeah, that's good. She wants to rock. I want to roll. So I have a website. My name is Marcus Conte. This is educational, philosophical live stream every morning. Video philosophy. I am a video philosopher, for lack of a better term, for a modern day term. I'm not a news reporter or fucking, any of that stuff. Right? That's all old. That's all old school. I'm a video DJ. I spin the news. I spin the not only video but everything. I spin the news. I spin the presidential campaign. Spin the freak show that is America right now with the trannyphobia the trannyphobia hello. This tranny stuff is crazy, man. It's crazy, right? So here's a tranny. You want to see a good tranny? Right? So woman. This is no woman, by the way. Woman attacks strangers, lunges at mother and baby in wild rampage inside New York City Park. Now, it's not just any New York City park. Turns out it's Tompkins Square Park deep in the East Village, where the freaks not only come out at night, but they're there all day long. And this happens. Let's watch. So a woman randomly, so you're sitting imagine that, you're sitting in the park, and some psychopath comes along and starts dragging you by your hair for no reason. Wow. Yo, punch that bitch. That's a dude. That's not a woman. That's a dude right there. Look, I can only tell you that if it happened to me, I'd punch you right in the face. So, welcome to New York City. This is what happens when you let psychopaths out on the street. And there it is. Is that a woman? That's no fucking woman. It's no woman. It's a dude. There you go. Right there's the tranny dude breaking. That's a dude right there. That's no woman. That's a fucking dude right there breaking the joint up. But there it is in New York City. You know, you can't make it up. I don't know, mental illness, call it what you will, but so let's. I want to diffuse the Jamie Foxx rhetoric right now. There is a rumor, and it is a rumor that Jamie Foxx has been got a blood clot in his brain as a direct result of a vaccine that he received. That's the rumor. Is the rumor true? Well, it can't be verified thus far through the family. Despite the specifics of his recent illness being kept private, Jamie Foxx has become the figurehead for the anti-vax movement after a rumor went viral online. Now, hold your fire, right? If you think that this is a real deal, then just bear with me because I'm not there yet. It appears that it's a rumor. The actor was suffering from medical complications. That's true, according to his daughter, Karina Fox. And the family was spotted visiting him in Chicago Physical Rehabilitation Facility in May. We're now in June, so a month ago. With just that information and an unsubstantiated rumor started by a, quote, notable gossip columnist, some people are saying Fox suffered a stroke brought on by a blood clot caused by a COVID vaccination. Is it true? So there's no. It's all based on the testimony or the rhetoric of a specific gossip columnist. Fox's current condition is unknown, although the actor did thank his fans for their support with an Instagram update on May 3rd. So there's Jamie Foxx, great actor, fantastic, amazing dude. Right? Is he vaccine injured? Well, we don't know for sure. So let's just assume that it's a rumor. Why wouldn't he say it? Why wouldn't his daughter say it? Why wouldn't he be, out there saying it? I'm sure he's surrounded by a bunch of doctors saying, that's not what it is. That's not what it is. Motherfucker, you got a blood clot in your head because you're a stoner or something, right? So we'll see. We'll see. People, I know somebody brought this to my attention in the chat or in the comments, right? So that's what we know about Jamie. Ow, that hurt. The actor was suffering from medical complications, according to his daughter. And the family was spotted visiting him in Chicago physical rehabilitation facility. Based on the information, an unsubstantiated rumor. Who was the unsubstantiated rumor started by? I don't know. It's just a rumor, man. It's just a rumor. According to reports, Jamie Foxx is now paralyzed and blind from a blood clot in his brain after receiving the COVID vaccine. Those of us who spoke against the mRNA shot were attacked in every imaginable way. I am infuriated a decent person like Jamie Foxx fell victim. Well, I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll keep on it. That's all I know about it right now. Can't confirm it. Can't confirm it. This is big news, too. The People's Party in America, if you're not familiar with the People's Party are a bunch of guys, a bunch of people that they were originally the Bernie Sanders tried and true. Nina Turner, people like Cornel West, Sarah Silverman. You remember these people? They were all behind Bernie, right? And then when Bernie capitulated in 2016, they created the People's Party. I've interviewed a few of those guys. I forgot their names. They seem to have been blipped off my radar. But I interviewed a bunch of them, and it turns out that they have a real candidate now for president of the United States. And that candidate is Dr. Cornel West. Listen to this.
In these bleak times, I have decided to run for truth and justice, which takes the form of running for president of the United States as a candidate for the People's Party.
American philosopher and activist Cornel West announces he is running for president. Now you think he's just some wacko, fucking doctor guy in a college, but he's the real deal. He's a Princeton professor.
The folk who follow Trump are not neo-fascists, but they're conservative, and they're based, and it's motivated by one fundamental fact. They have a profound hatred of the professional managerial class that they see as the winners of corporate globalization, and they associate that with black people, with Jews, with gay brothers, lesbian sisters, trans, and used to be Catholics, but I ran into David Duke down there, and he's now head of one of the Klan groups. That's American, upward mobility American style. They have a Catholic now running the Klan, and the Klan began by hating Catholics, Jews, and black folk. And we're going to see more of that as well. You're going to see more Jewish folks supporting the neo-fashion. You're going to see more black folks.
So Dr. Cornel West is very, very interested in color and race and gender and all these issues that really have nothing to do with the well-being of America overall. Talk about the economy, Dr. Cornel West. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? You're going to squeeze all the big corporations? You're going to drive them all out of business and start over again?
Supporting the neo-fascists. That's where we are now. All the folk who follow Trump are not neo-fascists, but they're conservative, and they're based.
So Dr. Cornel West running for president. That's official now. There's not going to be any primary debates. There'll be a primary. Dr. Cornel West's name might be on there. The People's Party. It's the old-fashioned Bernie tried and true. You got guys like Jimmy Dore already talking about it. People are there's going to be a buzz about this. Trust me, there'll be a buzz about Cornel West running. Nina Turner. What was that other woman's name? I forgot that actress's name that also. But you're going to hear a lot more about Dr. Cornel West. Kenny, it's impossible if Biden is still in the way, you can't win. Democrats. There will be no decision. Nothing like that could happen. So Ellen Page, I don't want to talk about this. Ellen Page, chilling transphobic attack outside of L.A. hotel. Some guy said to Ellen Page, I like the pictures. Stop putting the kids up front, Ellen, former Juno star, who I love. And here she is now, totally discombobulated her body, chopped off her breasts definitely surgically removed her breasts and lost all the weight and shot herself up with all kinds of hormones to make herself look more male. And once you stop doing those things, you go right back to where you were. I don't know if she cut off her. I don't know if she installed, junk. Does Ellen Page have a vagina, or is she a fully? Does she have a fully installed? Does she have the old equipment, or does she have new equipment? That's what we want to know. That's what we really want to know, right? So Ellen Page still having problems. Page boy, fearful that people are going to shoot her and kill her because she's a man now and she used to be a woman. Nobody really cares. Nobody really cares about you. We care. We look at you like we're watching the circus. Right? That's how I view it. I'm like, oh, look at this. This is a beautiful, young, talented, smart woman who was a movie star and a star in one of my favorite movies, Juno, where they play the Moldy Peaches music, and Kimya Dawson, who I know Kimya Dawson, met her a few times in the Village, and it was a really good movie, and she was the star of that movie. And look at her now. Look what you did to yourself. So if we look at it as a kind of a freak show, I don't know, does it make you happy? Are you happy? Well, you could be happy and still, I don't know if she's happy. I think if you induce yourself with all kinds of, crazy medications that alter your body chemistry like that, I don't think you're enjoying yourself. I think you are kidding yourself. And, it's like a pink cloud. I feel so good in a man's body. I love my new penis. And then it fades. And you're like, man, what did I put this penis? It doesn't work. They install a non-functioning penis. It's a half a penis. But anyway, there you go. There's Ellen Page. So main story, let's talk about this. So here's the headline. Representative Anna Paulina Luna, a Republican, says the FBI is, quote, afraid informant in Biden bribery allocation, quote, will be killed if unmasked. Holy smokes. Now, it's not just anybody saying it. It's not a conspiracy theorist saying it. It's not a gossip columnist. It's Representative Anna Paulina Luna, member of the House Oversight Committee. And she claimed that the FBI is fearful that the informant who provided information alleging a $5 million bribery scheme involving President Biden will be killed if identified. Wow. Now, again, break it down. A member of the House committee, right, which is her, right? Member of the House committee, an elected official, is saying that the FBI told her, right, that someone would kill the informant if we knew the name. Now, that is fucking heavy, right? The FBI is saying, we're not going to reveal this person's name because somebody's going to kill her. Who is going to kill an informant for the FBI? Who's going to do that? Who has the ability? Right? Do I have the ability to execute the killing of a informant? No. Regular people don't have that kind of pull. But a sitting president or congressmen or ex-Congress and senators and billionaires, they have the ability to do that. They could sneak up on you while you're on vacation, pop out of a bowl of rice and shoot you. Right? So that's the fact. Representative Anna Paulina Luna, a representative from Florida, made the accusation in a tweet Monday after the Oversight Committee Chairman James Comer and Ranking Member Jamie Raskin, a Republican and Democrat, were allowed by the Bureau to review the bombshell accusations in the informant file at the Capitol. So just left meeting for House oversight. The FBI is afraid their informant will be killed if unmasked, based on the info he has brought forward about the Biden family. Luna wrote on a tweet. So you got to wonder, is she making it up about the FBI? Nah, I don't think so. I think she believes what they said, and she wants to believe what they said. But why not? Really, you really believe that? I don't get that. I think that you hide out in plain view. See, if the informant comes out of the closet, comes out of the background and says it openly, right? Then you're safe. But if you're in the bowels of Congress and sneaking around in the offices of the FBI, and someone kills you, they wouldn't even know that you were there. Hannity had something to say about this. We'll watch a little bit of the Hannity interview with the Oversight Committee Chair Comer. They say that the FBI informant was paid a lot of money, substantial amount of money by the FBI. He had been part of the Bureau for 13 years, dating back to the Obama administration. They have a real informant, they say. Comer revealed Monday that while the FBI's FD 1023 form containing the allegations were dated 2020, information in the documents suggests the FBI may have been aware of the accusations as far back as 2017. Wow. So they got this document that they put together, the FBI has, and that it alleges that they knew all about this stuff as far back as 2017. Where's the piece of paper? Comer is asking. The director of the FBI, Christopher Wray, was subpoenaed for that information and never gave it back. He never turned it over. So it looks like an old-fashioned FBI cover-up of some sort. And now the cover-up appears to continue, saying, yeah, we got an informant, but we can't give you the name. Right? So that informant is theoretical at best. Right? What happens if the FBI 2 months from now says, oh, the informant backed out and he got shot. He died of natural causes. The FBI can do that now. The FBI, without the informant coming public, there really is no body. Right? But they're claiming that these guys fell. Comer, oversight chairman, believes that the FBI has this informant. Let's listen to him in his own words.
Today, FBI officials confirmed that the unclassified FBI-generated record has not been disproven and is currently being used in an ongoing investigation.
So the FBI has a document that they assembled that speaks to this issue of this informant who knows about the Biden family taking this bribery money. Right? That's the allegation, that the FBI is sitting on this document. And now the document is going to be redacted for no names because someone might kill the informant, they say.
The confidential human source who provided information about then Vice President Biden being involved in a criminal bribery scheme is a trusted, highly credible informant who has been used by the FBI for over 10 years and has been paid over six figures.
Now, remember that lie. Remember that lie when it's debunked, right? The FBI's been paying this guy for 10 years. He's credible, blah, blah, blah. Watch how this informant suddenly disappears. Watch. You don't even need to kill him. You just make him disappear. Right? There's nobody. There's nobody. There's no name. There's just some credible guy. So far, nobody said it, in my view. Comer says the informant has been a part of the Bureau for 13 years, dating back to the Obama administration. FBI Director Wray has thus far refused to hand over the physical copy of the document to the Oversight Committee. We're setting an example, Comer said, of the upcoming contempt hearing. Wow, well, that's new. They're holding Christopher Wray, the FBI number one, in contempt of court for not giving him the paper. Because, quote, we subpoenaed information. There's a reason why, and we expect to get that information. The House Oversight Committee was created to have oversight over the federal government, says Comer. Jim Jordan jumped on the box as well. Let's listen to Hannity spin it with both of them.
Document allegedly detailing a criminal scheme from Biden's time as vice president. According to the claims in what is known as an FD or a 1023 document, Biden is accused of taking foreign bribes in exchange for policy decisions.
Yep, Hannity loves it too. Sident says he is. This is political Harlem Globetrotter con game. I think I got to agree with you so far. It does seem like the Harlem Globetrotters playing ball, and it doesn't seem credible. It would if you could put a face on it, right? Without the informant, a real live person that people can kick the tires and look under the hood to see if it's real. This is a nothing. It'll become nothing.
Comer believes these claims are credible, need to be investigated. The FBI is refusing to turn over the unclassified document, even after a subpoena. The White House is calling this a fact-free stunt. But if the document is not produced by Thursday, it won't be a stunt. James Comer has now promised he will hold the FBI director in contempt of Congress. Here with more, House Oversight Committee Chairman James Comer.
Just for the record, right? This is the FBI saying that they have the informant. And he's credible. That's fucked up, right? The FBI is either lying or has the informant and won't give it up. Right? It's a catch-22. Puts the FBI in the really in the cat seat. Right? Yeah, we have the informant, but we can't tell you who it is. And if we tell you who it is, someone's going to kill him. And don't worry about who's going to kill the informant. It might be Joe Biden himself. Who's going to kill the informant? Think about the levels of nonsense, piles and piles of bullshit. If the president of the United States took a $5 million bribe and you got somebody that's credible that knows about it, bring the person forward into the cameras, into the light, and let the people decide. Let Congress, let everybody listen to the allegation and make up their own mind. Don't leave it in the hands of the dirty FBI, who nobody trusts anymore.
Along with House Judiciary Committee Chairman Jim Jordan, let's talk a little bit. He showed you the document today. You'd already seen it, Congressman Comer. But the question is, my understanding is the FBI's had this since, 2020? Correct me if I'm wrong. And you want to know if it's been investigated.
Right. This particular document was dated in 2020, but there are notes in the document that date back to 2017. We believe that this human source initially informed the FBI of the bribery scheme back in 2017. So my question to the FBI was, what exactly have you done with this accusation? Because the FBI admitted that this is a highly credible, in fact, one of their most highly credible human sources. They admitted that they had paid this source a
So Comer is now on the record saying that the FBI told him that the informant is highly credible. All right? So FBI, is Comer lying about it? No, he's not lying about it. This is what the FBI told him, and now they're subpoenaing Christopher Wray to come in and talk about it, and he's refusing to do it. So it's the FBI again. The FBI is implicated here. The FBI had credible informant information and failed to act on it in a timely fashion. If they had the information as far back as 2017, why did you let Biden run for president without informing the fucking American people that he takes bribes? That's the FBI doing it.
Substantial amount of money, and he had been a part.
That's why you got to dismantle it. It doesn't work anymore. It doesn't work in the old-fashioned way.
The FBI admitted that this is a highly credible, in fact, one of their most highly credible human sources. They admitted that they had paid this source a substantial amount of money, and he had been a part of the Bureau for 13 years, dating back to the Obama administration. And their answer to me, Sean, was, well, it's now a part of an ongoing investigation.
See, you know what it is? The FBI now controls the story, right? You see how the FBI hijacks the story? Yeah, we have an informant, but we can't tell you who it is. And if we tell you who it is, there's a risk of him getting killed by Biden himself, maybe. But we can't, right? They control the story now, right? The story dies right there. They control it. Will there be further investigation? Yeah, at our will. Right? But when you throw the informant out there so that people can see it, and let him go sit down with Hannity or sit down with somebody or Joe Rogan, right, and talk for an hour, then now you got a real person. And so far, we got no real person.
We don't know.
We got a lying FBI so far.
Which investigation? We don't know when the investigation began. All we know is 2 weeks ago, they tried to act like this form didn't exist. And here we are today with the FBI bringing the form to the House of Representatives.
Mm-hmm. Jim Jordan, let me bring you in here. According to news reports all over the country today, the arrest of Donald J. Trump is imminent, maybe as early as this week, Thursday or Friday, so we hear. Yeah. Last Thursday, you sent a letter to the AG, Merrick Garland, demanding details about the extent of FBI involvement in the special counsel probe that is being run by... It
really is a kangaroo court. I'm hearing that for the first time. They're going to try to arrest Trump by the end of the week. What did Trump do now? What is Trump guilty of that he hasn't already been accused of 20 times and has been debunked of? I don't know.
The special counsel.
It's crazy. It's a banana republic we live in. You see how people are. You see how one side is trying to prosecute the other. These are all Republicans trying to prosecute Biden. Biden is trying to prosecute Trump. We're using the criminal justice system, the system of justice in America, to prosecute political enemies. That's what we're doing. That's how the country's running right now.
Jack Smith, have you heard back?
No, we haven't, Sean. But the bottom line is this never ends. You go back to 2016 when they used a dossier that they knew was garbage to go spy on President Trump's campaign. Then they got 2018. You got the whole Mueller investigation. In that election, 2020, they suppress the Hunter Biden.
Jim Jordan, I got to tell you, Jim Jordan, you are a coward. You are the House Oversight Committee. You have jurisdiction over the FBI. You demand that they give you what they want. And you demand that if they don't give you what they want, you shut them down. You have power over it. They are non-compliant with your requests, your subpoenas, your inquiry. You're the boss. They're not the boss. You're not the boss of me.
Laptop story. And then, of course, in 2022, 91 days before the election, they raid President Trump's home. And now here we are heading into the presidential election. And you got Joe Biden's Justice Department going after their opponent, the guy leading in every single poll. And that's after Alvin Bragg has already indicted President Trump. And this Fani Willis in Georgia is probably going to do the same thing. So it never ends, their quest to go after President Trump. And I would just say this about the document, Sean. This just isn't a document that's... Every
time something surfaces with Biden, there's two of them that they throw at Trump. See how it's working? You gotta cover it up. You got to cover up that Biden. It's a deep, deep corruption, I believe, in the FBI. It seems like an FBI, fictional story, right? How do you make a story go away? Well, you lead the story and then you drive it into the ditch. That's precisely what the FBI is doing. They're leading the story, saying we got this informant that if we tell you who it is, someone's going to kill him, and now you got everybody sitting around waiting for the FBI to do something. Like in everything else, right? They took the cat seat, right?
It's in the possession.
And there'll be no consequences because they're law enforcement. They'll come up with some other story. Oh, we had to do that. It's national security.
Possession of the FBI. This is a document they created, and they created it based on what Jamie Comer just said. They had a credible source, one of their good sources, who they paid hundreds of thousands of dollars, bring this information to.
You sound like a crying little baby, Jim Jordan. You sound like.
And then
God, have some balls. Have some balls and stand up for yourself.
they create this document. We want to see it. How much you want to bet this source is a lot more?
Even the way you phrase it, we want to see it, like you're screaming from the audience. No. You're the boss. Act like the boss. You got elected to be the boss of the FBI. Now be the fucking boss and say they're going to give us these documentation that we're looking for, and they're gonna work with us, or they're all going to get thrown in jail for contempt of Congress.
More credible than Christopher Steele, the guy who created the dossier that they used to go after President Trump.
Nobody cares about that. Nobody cares about that. Stay on point, Jim. Stay on point.
I bet you this source has a lot more credibility.
Nobody cares about Trump. Talk about Biden and the $5 million that he took.
But they will not let us see this document. I hope they do. The American people. I hope they let the American people see it.
And Jim,
I'm sorry, man, but the FBI wins the day here. You ain't going to get no document. You're going to get a document that they can doctor, and they could tell you anything they want right now. Yeah, we got an informant. It's all bullshit. So let's look at the markets. Bullshit so far, I think. Not believing it. Let's look at the markets. Let's look at the markets today in market news. NASDAQ is down 32 right now. Dow Jones Industrial Average down 41. S&P 500 down 6. What is the top story? There really is no top story. It looks like stocks are moving higher on the idea that unemployment is ticking higher and recession worries are waning. Coming down. And also the technical analysis of the chart takes about 6 months to a year on Wall Street for people to forget how fucked up the economy was a year ago after the United States dumped $2 trillion into the market, drove it way, way up, and then it came crashing down like a big old bubble. But anyway, we're up. Let's look at the big board. We're down, down. Amazon up 76 cents. Apple down $1.69. Google up 13 cents. Meta up $1.45. Formerly Facebook. Microsoft down $2. Rivian down another 12 cents. Rivian looks like it's going to get dropped from the NASDAQ 100 composite. That's not good news for Rivian. Rivian plagued with bad news. So you might get Rivian on sale for $7 soon. And will it be a player in the electric truck realm? Are they going to make these trucks? They have them. They make them, Rivian, and they're good. And you know, there's two institutional investors there. Number one is Amazon. I think they got like 20% of the float. And then there's another group in there with another 17%. So there's huge institutional ownership of Rivian. That's what keeps me going. Because at some point, those guys want to get paid. They want to get a return on their money. See, right now, they're not going to complain. Even if they bought stock at 90, they could be loading the boat right here at 15. They'll say, oh, yeah, it sucks. And then they load the boat again at 7. And then some big story comes out, and the thing goes to 50 or 60 or 80. And everybody's chasing it up. So to get 1,000 at 7 would be retirement if it does $300-400, goes to $300 or $400. But anyway, I'm still bullish on Rivian, maybe I guess 2 to 5 years out, maybe 3 to 5 years out. I think that's the one you put away, and you'll be happy you did. It's electric vehicles. How do you go wrong there? Right? So lots of going on in the market. Thank you all for joining me. What a day! What a day! What a day! I think I don't know. The FBI. It looks like shenanigans again. That's what it looks like, and now I'm going to go take care of my toothache because I got another tooth pulled. I'm getting fakies. I'm getting falsies. You're going to see me with falsy teeth soon. And I had to pull one more loose tooth out, and I had the dentist do it. And it always hurts more. I've pulled my own teeth, and it doesn't hurt quite as much. When the fucking dentist does it, they're like brutal. So they want to get it done quick. I got no patience, right? They fucking start yanking here, yanking there, shooting you up with fucking Novocaine until your heart is palpitating. Anyway, tooth problems. I got tooth problems, man. Thanks everybody for joining me. Weevil Girl, Vinny D. Martini, Blue Jay, Mad Cow Mark, Mikhail Sly. What's up? Weevil Girl, Vinny D. Martini. Sedent. Thank you all for your comments. Bada-boom. I could play this song because it's my song. It's my song. I think it's my song. These are just like spontaneous playing. I just play, and I'll change it. I got a lot of them. Got lots of them. See you guys. Sedento, pulling teeth, go to Congress and fight with the FBI. Maybe I will. I'll see you guys. See you guys tomorrow. Marcus Conte reporting. Oops. I hit the wrong button. I shut the music off. I'm sorry. I meant to shut my microphone off. Peace, everybody.